How do you like my new Pepsi hat? I had to pay $10 for it. Alright, I'm over here in Zanesville, Ohio because there's a really rare Pepsi bottle from here. I've seen it in the book from 28 years ago or something like that. But I have not seen one for sale in the last 28 years. And I mean, I check eBay fairly often. It's listed at $800. Somebody told me they would give me $1,600 for it if I found one. So that is the kind of thing that inspires me. So let's get out there and see if I can find one. Okay, we are digging in a really old area. The oldest neighborhood I've ever been to. And I have a number of holes poked out. But they are up here on the side of a hill. Off the Sanborn maps, so I don't know if they'll be nearly as old, but I know they're at least 1908. Okay, I think we have a cellar hole here. I see a bit of a wall over there, but that's just too much work. So let's go over here. Oh no, we have another one. And a homeless encampment, of course. But I just don't want to handle anything like that. That's like 14 feet square. But over here we have something else. Okay, it kind of looks like a sinkhole there, kind of looks like one here, but right here we have a brick thing that's about 4 feet square. I think that's a privy. I've already probed it out and it's very soft. It's actually muddy, and I don't really want to dig through mud, but when it's got the potential for 1830s, I'll give it a go. There's also an interesting spot over there. I haven't probed that yet. But I also have located this spot. I don't know if it's a well or a cistern, but I have probed it and I do feel incredible softness, and I know for sure it's some kind of a hole. It's just a matter of whether it's been dug or not. And over there we have not a very old one. It looks like it's from the 30s, but I'm probably even going to leave it. The most extreme drought imaginable is going on, and of course I'm hitting water at only 1 foot. I hate that, but I have to keep going because I have to find out how old this one is. If it's not at least 100 years old, I'm not going to dig it. Okay, I feel a bottle down there. I don't think it feels very old though. Oh my god. No deposit from 1948. Well, at least it couldn't have been dug already because people weren't digging privies in 1948. But that is the end of it because that's way too modern. Just my luck. Finding 1948 when I'm expecting to find 1848. Okay, my new theory is that it is an 1848 privy, but it has 1948 bottles in it because it was dipped 1,000 times in the last 100 years. Okay, I got another hole poked out right up from that one. This one's going to be drier and loaded. I just probed it and I crunched into a bunch of glass. So let's open it up and hope for some old stuff this time. Okay, it looks like 1980s glass coming out of here. But you know what happens? Sometimes they put a new trash bin on top of an old privy, so could be a lot older, another foot or two deeper. So let's keep going. Yes, it is completely loaded with glass, but it's all new. But I'm hoping it'll get older because I just found the bottom of a mason jar. One of those blue ones. Okay, I found at least 200 broken bottles and only one intact. But of course it's not worth anything. But I'm just now getting into the seed layer. Yes, the real privy layer. So now we are going to see how old this hole really is. Okay, it doesn't look much older. Let's see, what's the date on this one anyway? Well, it has a 46 on it, so 1946. Typical age that I always get stuck finding. Well, another hour wasted and another modern privy. Instead of an 18-foot privy, we got an 18-inch privy. So let's open it up. Okay, another late privy in a very old place. What's the date on this one? It doesn't even say. It's so modern it doesn't even say. It looks like the early 50s to me. Okay, I'm not going to waste my time on this one because I just found one that says 49 on the bottom. So let's go find another spot. Another real crunchy hole. So that means probably 40s again, but of course we're going to have to test it out and see. Another modern mess. But we're only 6 or 7 inches deep. What's this? Well, at least that's an antique fork. Let's keep going and hope for the best. Well, I grow weary of this foolishness. I do not like this area. I want to go to a neighborhood where they got their toilet system in 1910 at least.